And actually, I don't eat, I think it's a Five Guys burger if I'm not mistaken. So eating a Five Guys burger, and he's just going ham on this thing, right? And so eating that burger, doing this review, this is another catchy one. So this is one that's probably going to get stuck in someone's head somewhere along the lines.
Bites back, my man.
So that's so good. Like that's a catchy one. I like. This might actually be one of the top ones. This might knock the Lucky Charms one out of the contention or whatever you would say. So this is probably my number one. Then I'm gonna go Lucky Charms. Then I'm gonna go Cat. Then I'm probably gonna go Hatchet, and then apparently Kid. So far, but damn, this is a good one. Now, the way he's looking at the food too, like, so we're watching a video there too, radio listeners. Now, radio listeners, again, benefit to being that and being on some of our paid networks, as far as like the ones that sponsor us. You heard that uncut, whereas Facebook, being a piece of shit that it is, went out again. So we're going through, and for anyone just tuning in on the video sources, where we went past the Hide Your Kids one, because that's the one Facebook didn't like, because everyone's getting R-worded out here. So that being said, we're on Damn, guy eating a Five Guys burger, kind of doing a review. So good. Okay, so again, food review. He's kind of going through it, talking about some food right now. Again, I still, no regrets. This handedly takes the number one spot. Oh, as far as over the Lucky Charms.
The meat just absorbs all the space and all the air possible all in your throat. To the point that if you want to start talking, nothing but is coming out. Word, skimmel-a-rinky dinky dink, skimmel-a-rinky dink.
Oh my God. All right. So that actually worked out really well as far as the song. So we're starting to do what is that called? What would that song be called? The Skidder-a-rinky dinky dink. I don't know what that'd be called. But so he starts doing that. Sounds really good auto-tune. This is ringtone quality right here.
Oh my damn. This is how bacon is supposed to be. The fries, they blend so perfectly. The cheese up in here is blowing ham. Damn.
All right. So that was the Damn. All right. So we're going to kind of keep moving. We've got some others that we need to get to. So the next one that we're going to go to, as far as this is Kenny goes, damn. Some rickety dick mother effer apparently wanted to smash stuck in my head. Oh, this is a good one. But yeah, so Damn's good. The Hatchet one's good. Lucky Charms is good. But I think this Damn one right now, personally, my favorite at the moment. Okay, so the next one that we're going to go to, this is one where it's I'm going to say kind of a homeless guy, like, because this is one that went viral, and the guy who was in the video, like, they've done interviews with him, and he literally lives on a mountain. He's got like nothing to, like, no house. He lives in a tent, things like that. But the Double Rainbow Guide. So this one went viral a while ago. And when it went viral, it was this. I mean, this was heard everywhere. But it's the Double Rainbow song.
Whoa, that's a full rainbow all the way. Double rainbow, oh my God. Double rainbow, it's a double rainbow all the way.
Now, a little context for this too. So for anyone who doesn't know the Double Rainbow guy, literally he was just looking in the sky, and instead of just seeing one rainbow that went across the sky, he saw two. Like, it was a rainbow, and then under the rainbow was another rainbow. And he pulled out his phone and he started freaking out. He's like, double rainbow, dude. And he's like a super hippie too.
It's so bright, so vivid. Double rainbow, it's so dense.
There it is. So there's the shot for all of our listeners. I'll go bigger so you can see a little bit. So you have one rainbow, which is like crystal clear. Then you got another rainbow, which is kind of a little further off in the distance. And then Jen in the comments goes, double rainbows are so pretty. Let's see. So the video in itself was always entertaining, but this song is another one where this is one that could get stuck in your head, listeners. Be careful.
Starting to even look like a triple rainbow.
That's
a whole rainbow now.
All right, here we go.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Yeah. So intense. Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Wow, wow, oh my God. Look at that.
All right, so that is the double rainbow. That is like the catchy part of the song, and then the rest is you're hearing his reaction.
Oh my God, it's full on. I can't even capture it. Oh my
Here we go. Here's the chorus.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky. Yeah. So intense.
Now that whole time he was actually yelling when they did the real video of that too.
Wow, wow, oh my God. Look at that rainbow.
All right,
That is the baddest fucking rainbow I've ever seen.
there we go. Double rainbow all the way. Well, apparently that doesn't quite knock the damn guy off the top of the charts. My list in its order goes the damn guy, then it goes Lucky Charms, then I'm going to throw double rainbow in there, then I'm going to go hatchet guy, then I'm going to go apparently, and then the last one would probably be the bed intruder one because everyone's heard it and it's not as catchy as some of these other ones too. So we've got another one that I want to show everyone. And I do believe this is there's two more. Okay. This is one that not a lot of people know about. So there was a news video that came and it was about a snowstorm. Now the snowstorm was, I'm looking at the comments. Kenny goes, he's smoking, where was it? He's smoking weed with Smash Mash 20 minutes earlier. Yes. And I also like that the Hitchhikers guy, that his name is now Smash Mash. And then Jen goes, Kenny, he got that dank shit. Let's see. Okay, so this was a snowstorm, and the snowstorm, I guess it's rare to have thunder and lightning and a snowstorm all at once. So this is it was from like a weather report, actually. I think it was the Weather Channel. Like, yeah, his jacket says the Weather Channel. And it was snowing, so he's out there reporting that, and then he sees lightning and thunder, and he starts freaking out. And in the news video, he's freaking out. He's like, thunder snow or something like that. And so they went back and they made an auto tune of it. This is another good one. This is probably one that'll get stuck in someone's head. Here we go. Okay. So thunder snow or thunderstruck or whatever. Okay. Here we go. Now, anyone who's watching this right now, you're seeing kind of flashes behind him and he's kind of jumping and all excited. That's what I'm talking about. So I guess this is a really rare occurrence to the point where he's a weatherman, right? So he's totally geeking out on this.
Thunder snow, lightning strikes, holy smoke, totally lit up the sky. You can have your $500 million jackpot in Powerball, but I'll take this thunder snow. Lightning strikes, holy smoke, totally lit up the sky. Dude, I'm telling you, this is Chicago all over again. Yes, listen to that.
Okay, so there we go. So those reactions and everything he's doing when he's freaking out, that's him reacting to the thunder snow is kind of what we're calling it right here.
Thunder snow. Thunder snow.
Now, somewhere around here, it's going to actually kick into the chorus, which is really good.
Listen to that. We got it. Oh, again, that's a twofer. That's a twofer, baby. Yes. Yes, again. That's a three. Oh, my goodness.
He almost just fell right there, too. And I see Kenny goes, that's Double Rainbow's cousin. It could be, right? So you had one freaking out about a rainbow. Now you got the other one freaking out about snow or thunder and lightning, right?
You gotta be kidding me. Was that another one? Oh, my God. 4, 5 strikes. Dude, that's number 6.
Like he's totally geeking out on this, too.
Gotta be kidding me! 6 episodes of Thunder Snow. Lightning strikes. Holy smoke! Totally lit up the sky. You can have your $500 million jackpot. Powerball, but I'll take this Thunder Snow. Lightning strikes.
Now they're showing other reporters too that were experiencing this all on the Weather Channel. I think they were bouncing back and forth as far as the footage, but yeah, ranking. Okay, so where I'm at right now, I'm looking at the Damn guy. Oh crap, I forgot. Damn, Lucky Charms, probably Cat Girl, Smash Dude, and then I don't really care about the rest of them. This one I would say maybe after the Smash Dude.
Holy smoke, totally lit up the sky. Dude, I'm telling you, this is Chicago all over again. Yes, listen to that.
Oh man. All right, now we are going to end it with my personal favorite one. Now, this is automatically going to top the charts. It's going to top Lucky Charms. It's going to top the Cat Girl. It's going to top Damn. This is my personal favorite one. Now, for this, we got to get the full effect. This was a lady who experienced a robbery at a gas station. And honestly, this is the one that's going to get stuck in my head. And that's kind of why I wanted to play it last, too. All right. Stuck at a gas station, armed robbery, and she explains her story or her experience from kind of being caught in that situation. All right, here we go.
I was putting one more tap of coffee in my coffee cup, and out of the corner of my eyes, I saw two guys come in.
Now, to be clear, this is the real news video, and then we're going to go to the auto-tune version. But I want everyone to get the full effect of this.
One with a black hoodie, one with a white hoodie. And the guy with the black hoodie said, "We want your money, everybody up front and down." And I'm like, oh, why did I need coffee now? And so the guy in the black starts coming down, and I'm like, don't look, don't look, don't look. So I'm putting my hair down, and he comes right to me and he goes, "Get down now." And I go, "Yes, sir."
Okay, I love her passion as far as telling this story, right? It's really making me feel like I'm in the story.
And I just dropped to my knees, see, my little knee. And then when I'm on my knees, I'm backing up, because my daddy taught me good.
There we
I'm
go.
backing the hell out of there. And then when I figure I'm safe, I'm like counting to 2,000, and I don't hear nothing.
Okay, so
then I hear,
she backs up. She wants to make sure she's safe. She's like, in order to do that, I'm going to count to 2,000. Okay, now I don't know. I'm just judging here. Now I'm judging myself. I'm going to lose count before I get to 2,000, especially with all this going on.
boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh my God. So I back farther and farther away. And I think maybe I should faint, but I don't. And so then I'm thinking, count to 2,000 again. So I did. And then I go, mi amigos, mi amigos.
And then I do see a comment, which I've never thought about this before too. Jenny goes, her daddy taught her to back it up. Okay, right? Like, I don't know entirely what that lesson was all about.
Nobody said nothing. I'm like, oh my God, they're dead. I'm like, I'm going to have to find all my friends dead. And then they were laughing. They shot the rubber. He's a hero, saved all three of us.
Okay, now that was the news video. Let's go and let's take a look at the auto-tune version. All right, that news video.
Backing up, because my daddy taught me good. I'm backing the hell out of there. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, my God. I'm backing up,
So good.
backing up, because my daddy taught me good. And I
Okay,
sing
so right there, for anyone who doesn't know, we literally just, we listened to the news story. They took out, obviously, the part that everyone noticed, and they made a song out of it.
I'm backing the hell out of there. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, my God. I'm backing up, because my daddy taught me good. And I think maybe I should faint, but I don't. My daddy taught me good.
And he goes, that's some serious backwoods shit. It might be. I wouldn't be surprised if this happened in Florida, to be completely honest.
I was putting one more tap of coffee in my coffee cup, and out the corner of my eyes I saw two guys come in. One with the black hoodie, one with the white hoodie, black hoodie, white hoodie. They said, "We want your money, everybody down."
Okay, so this one's going good. Like, this one's getting catchy. It's really working here. I like this. I like where this is going.
And I'm like, oh, why did I be coffee now? And so the guy in black shirt's coming down, down. And I'm backing up.
Oh man. Now, when this all started, right? So this is like that YouTube loop. I could watch these kind of videos all day. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know.
My daddy taught me good, and I think maybe I should faint, but I don't. My daddy taught me good.
And apparently her daddy taught her good, which I'd never really thought that in context before, but I don't understand what that would mean. Her daddy taught her good. And it's all about backing up. Backing it up.
So I back further and further away. And I'm like, don't look, don't look, don't look. And he comes right to him and he goes, get down now, get down now. And I just drop to my knees, see my little knees.
So she's kind of doing the talking. The talking parts aren't really the best part of this. It's the chorus where she's backing it up, right?
No, no, no. I'm like, oh my God, they're dead. So I'm backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. My daddy taught me good. I'm backing the hell out of there. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's a good point. She does sound like, okay, so if we had to guess what she was at that gas station for, and I'm reading the comments, 100% she's there for cigarettes. Kenny's got a great point. He goes, Aunt Martha from up north is a chain smoker who backs it up on 20-year-olds at the bar. Her daddy taught her good. All right.
Oh my God, oh my God. I'm backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. My daddy taught me good. And I think maybe I should faint, but I don't. My daddy taught me good. I'm like, I'm gonna have
All
to
right.
find-
So that was kind of the last one that I had for everyone, but those are all up on the website. So if anyone wants to go and take a look at those, whatever, they're there. I figured that was the easiest place to post them so we could kind of get to them. We are going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to be going over, actually, you know what? We're going to be doing a flashback. That's what it is. We're doing a flashback of when we did the Cinnamon Challenge in the studio. So we're going to take a commercial break. That's up next. This is the After Hours Show.
Don't try and call me. I've been away, I'm sorry. Looking the glass and don't see no sign of sanity.
And I try hard so you never know I'm down till I open up, staying up late at night, missing my flight. Feels like I'm running in the mud for a second. I trust that I'm allowed to lose my mind. Feels that I will cry. You're there so far beyond. Just wanna say I don't wanna play. Just me, it's not the right thing. Just let down. What's wrong, what's wrong? Show me the back, don't leave your eyes. Stuck in your eyes. I wish I told you that before. Don't make yourself
Where do you go when you don't want to do your work?
The gym, the store, the mall.
I just robbed a bank. Out at theafterhourshow.com.
Mastering verbs is the key to learning Spanish. I want to tell you about a great website. It's called GoVerbs.com. Spanish verbs are hard for native English speakers because of all the tenses and conjugations. The power of this website is that it presents 101 of the most common Spanish verbs, each used in 5 different sentences. Natural, everyday sentences that show how the verb is used in various tenses. Each sentence is shown in both Spanish and in English on interactive flashcards that help you progress at your own pace and really master each verb. To perfect your accent, you can listen to the sentences being read by native Spanish speakers. You can even choose between speakers with European or Latin American accents. And highlighted in red. Bestverbs.com. You'll be glad you did. GoVerbs.com.
RespectTheRona.com. In these crazy times, as the coronavirus spreads across the globe, people are in panic. People are getting misinformation and don't know what to believe. However, a movement has begun. at respecttherona.com. It's an apparel and accessory brand that has everything: shirts, pants, jackets, masks, bags, and lots more. Back to the Rona visitors get 15% off or free shipping with purchases over $125. Instagram.com/respecttherona, Facebook.com/respecttherona, Twitter.com/respecttherona, Pinterest/respecttherona, YouTube/respecttherona.
Guys, Mark Hamill here from After Hour Comedy, and if you have a YouTube channel that needs a banner, intro, or outro, pay attention because this is for you. I have teamed up with my sponsors, and we are bringing all of that to you for free. All you need to do is record a video and upload it to your YouTube channel, saying After Hour Comedy, pimp my YouTube, and then explain to us why we should pimp your YouTube. Then, go to theafterhourshow.com, click on the After Hour Show TV, and post the link there. We'll see it, and we pick a new person each month.
This is a special shout out to After Hour Comedy Show, who is one of my favorite comedy people. Pimp my YouTube!
So please pimp my YouTube channel.
After Hour Comedy, I think you guys should pimp my YouTube because I really need help in making intros.
Please pimp my YouTube.
We've already pimped out a couple of YouTube channels, so what are you waiting for? Submit your video, and I could be pimping your YouTube.
Pimp my YouTube.
Welcome to the After Hour Show. One's the only thing they know. They're number one for news and more. And they all, cause you got Magic, Mark, and Mo. The lovely Trish to tag along. I might tune in for Tyler's jokes. Cause they all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the After Hours Show. I got that old school intro going on right now. So for anyone who's listened since 2012, that used to be the intro that we kind of had at the beginning of the show. And the reason that I kind of brought us back with that song right there is because we're going to be doing a flashback. The flashback was actually probably back in 2012, 2013 at the latest, or like the most recent. It's an old clip. You're gonna hear what the show used to sound like. Totally different cast. This was when the show was up in New Hampshire, and this is when we did the Cinnamon Challenge. So this is a good one. I do believe we do the Cinnamon Challenge, and then we kind of get into some viral videos as well. Now, the one thing I will tell you is this is back when it was audio. So we're going to take a look at that. And then when we come back, what we're going to be going over is we are going to be going over pranks. So some pranks that everyone can pull. Here it is, the Cinnamon Challenge, though. This was one that we did in the studio. Back when it was, a thing, really. Cinnamon Challenge. All right, guys, welcome back to the After Hours Show. Right now, this was kind of something that happened spur of the moment, but they decided they wanted to do the Cinnamon Challenge.
Hey, I'm not going to stop them. Sounds like a great idea. Trish and I have got this, you guys.
All I know is that Tyler and I are not going to be doing the Cinnamon Challenge.
They're going to observe, laugh, and probably humiliate us.
Now, guys, this will be on the afterhourshow.net. We post videos on our Facebook all the time. You can go there, like us on Facebook. And it's going to be a video that we are going to be posting within, the next, 42 hours or whatever it is, 2 days, 3 days. It'll
48.
48. No, what I'm saying.
48's 2 days.
42. Oh my god.
Can I already be regretting this decision? But I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah. You
So
can
basically, what's
regret all
going
you
on
want,
right
but
now?
as long as you're gonna do it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. It's just I'm regretting it.
This is being filmed, and all of this will be with enhanced sound and all that stuff. But are you guys ready to do the cinnamon challenge?
We're ready as ever. All right. So wait. We're gonna get a countdown. How are we gonna do this?
Who's going to be doing it? Don't do it anywhere near this
No,
table, by the
we
way.
don't
Don't
want
do it. Back up. You got to back up because if
Whoa. All right. We're gonna do this. Trish and I are gonna back up.
at least face the other way because
All right, we're-
Tyler, you and I have
Yeah.
to. We have to be able to make sure they can hear us on our mics. All right. So no.
You doing it at the same
no,
time?
We're, no,
We're
we're
doing it
gonna.
at the same time. We have to do it at the same time.
No. Do it one at a.
No. Same time.
Same time.
All right. They're gonna do it at the same time.
Same fucking time.
All right. So Tyler, get
Wait,
your.
how much time do we have for the cinnamon challenge? Isn't there like a time limit or some shit?
I
Or do we just have to
think you're
get
just
down?
supposed to swallow that full teaspoon and see what
Okay.
happens.
Yeah,
You're
all
supposed
right,
to swallow it without doing anything major.
Tyler, turn that mic towards you so that people can hear you. No, towards you.
God
You spun it
dang
away
this
from
is
you.
gonna be rough.
All right.
All right, anyway.
911 as soon as possible if needed.
It's not gonna happen. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Now, basically, this all stemmed from one of our listeners who we had in that intro that you heard. We had them do the cinnamon challenge on the air, and it was funny because they were coughing, and Tyler was like, "Oh, I don't see the big deal," but we're gonna see what that big deal is, Tyler.
I didn't say that.
Your headphone is in the intro. You said that.
Did I?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
Tyler, one of your headphones is okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Off
so you
the
can
ear so I could hear. Yeah.
Okay.
I did that on purpose.
All right, guys, this will all be on the After Hours Show Facebook page, and we're filming it now in HD. I'm going to give you a countdown, and then we're going to get going. So, guys, I'm going to give you a 5-second countdown, and make sure you don't spit anything into the microphones or on the studio.
We'll be good.
Like,
we'll be good.
if you can stain anything you
We'll be
want in
good.
the room, just don't touch the equipment.
All right. So make sure you
Let's get
swallow
this
that.
countdown. I'm getting nervous more than we fucking talk about it. Let's fucking go.
All right, guys, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Make sure you swallow it.
They did. It's in. You got to swallow it. Nope, don't stay both in the same shot.
You guys swallow it?
Swallow it. Ghouls is already out. Ghouls is out. Okay, he spit some of it out.
Swallow
it.
it.
Looks like he's choking.
Trish, you gotta swallow it.
Ghouls is choking. Nope, Trish.
Swallow
Trish
it.
is thrilled. Trish, you got to swallow it.
Swallow. I'm sure you used to
Ghouls
hearing
is
that.
gonna puke.
Come on, Trish. Just swallow it already.
Ghouls just puked it all out into his cup. Trish, swallow it. Trish hasn't really done anything yet. You got to swallow it.
Come on. I'm sure you're used to hearing that by now.
Another one for that. Someone.
God, that is terrible. Ah! Oh god.
Trish, you got to swallow it. You have a time limit.
Ugh. Ugh. I'm sorry. God. Ugh. That is just atrocious. You can do it. Who does that?
Now, right now, we're waiting for Trish.
Yeah, she's supposed to be swallowing it by now.
All right,
I got
Trish.
some cinnamon down, guys. It's okay.
How was it?
It was pretty bad. It tasted like fucking vomit, and then I was vomiting. And
Feel free to put your headphones on and jump back on the mic when you're ready.
Ugh.
Anytime is good. Trish
you're a
is-
fucking champ.
She hasn't swallowed it. That's the
No,
thing.
she's just sitting there. Do something. Swallow it. 5 seconds. It's 5 seconds and swallow. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4.
I swallowed it.
I need to go.
She did?
I swallowed it.
What?
That's
She really did it.
That's impossible.
After keeping it in her mouth for how long?
Dude, I did this before. He sold me $5 from the last time. I get $10 now.
$10
Wow,
now.
that was pretty ridiculous. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you.
lie.
Wow.
That was pretty crazy.
I know how to swallow shit.
Oh wow.
Let's go.
All right.
man,
so now we're waiting for Ghouls to get his shit together.
Yeah. So now we're back in the. We're.
I can't
How
believe
the fuck did you do that?
you threw up on the carpet. You threw up into a cup. That was...
It wasn't throw up. I was washing out the cinnamon.
Dude, what's all that throw up shit? all
That's
over
washing
the
out the
carpet?
cinnamon. How do you do that?
You are not.
What do you have? No like sense of taste and nerves? I don't understand.
She has no gag reflex.
Oh.
It's practice. Just open up your throat.
Who does that? Who in their right mind does that?
Oh man, that was Trish did it though. And it's all on film. Like it was all on film, like continuous shot. And I guess she did it.
I don't know. Derek was making me laugh so bad. I thought I was gonna start crying.
I'm sorry. No, at first I had my shit all in a row, and I was like, all right, this is no problem. And then I inhaled, and that's the bad part.
At some point,
you don't want to inhale when that happens, and it hits you pretty quick once you inhale, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah.
There is no recovering.
All right, guys, we're gonna take one quick commercial break so they can get their water and get back into whatever we're gonna be doing. Then we're gonna be sharing the funny video that is gonna strike controversy.
I can't believe you did that.
We're going to be talking about the funny video that's going to strike controversy in a couple seconds. We're going to take one quick commercial break so they can get their water, they can swallow whatever they need to swallow. All right, guys, stay tuned. This is the After Hours Show. All right, guys, welcome back. This is the After Hours Show. And we just had Trish and Ghouls do the Cinnamon Challenge. Now, I'm not going to lie, Trish, it seemed a little weird the way you just sat there for a while.
Yeah, she was collecting it and with her spit.
I was making sure not to breathe and like get it down my throat because I knew the second the dry powder hit my throat, I was going to throw up.
That's the whole point.
So I condensed it. And then I swallowed it.
I was collective at first too, but then shit went downhill quick. And it just, I don't know how you did it, but that was
just make
you're
sure.
A trooper.
Yeah.
No one should ever have to go through that. That is.
Yeah, I won't do that.
That is atrocious. I will not do that again ever. You cannot pay me to do that again, unless it's like $5,000. Then maybe.
But we got it on film.
Yeah,
that was great.
You throwing up into a cup.
All right, guys. Now, this next video is... Now, it seems weird, and I know Tyler and Trish will agree. Ghouls, you haven't been on the show every week. You're just a guest. And
thanks. Just a guest.
Just a guest.
I mean,
you people.
What I'm saying is, recently, our show has kind of taken a turn. We try to have a special guest on every week, and we do a lot with a lot of music and musicians. We had Marina on doing her music. We had Crisco, who actually ended up doing our intro song, which was awesome. And we had another artist today, George Athanas, on with his rap. All very different, but all very cool at the same time. And cool, you okay over there?
I'm gonna be fine. I want to see the video of how bad I took that down.
You throwing up in a cup?
No, it wasn't throw up. It was cinnamon. It looked like throw up, but it was,
I'll never forget that.
It was pretty bad.
Now, basically, what I was saying is we have a bunch of variety of people, but recently, rap has seemed to have been the theme of our show as far as music goes.
I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, that's true.
And rap really has kind of just taken a part of our show because it seems like a lot of the artists that want to be on our show, either are rappers or come up with beats of
or like R&B, like that kind of genre. You know what I mean?
And it's cool because it's awesome to have like people wanting to put their music on our show.
Yeah.
And then, like that's one of the coolest things is having them. And like I said, we have our own intro song from Crisco, and that's all because he was on our show.
Right.
And this is a rap battle. This video is a rap battle that turns into a massive gang fight.
Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at the video.
Jay Brooks, I'm saying, and Pen. Just holla at your boy, Philadelphia. That's what I'm representing right now. Representing for the Listen, niggas can't handle those. Y'all heard you handle bread? See if you can handle toast. Hit his dome when I'm spitting the fifth. Leave him with a spinning top without the rope and the flick of the wrist. I'm as sick as it gets. I'ma die with these rhymes. You would be aight, but you lying in your lines.
I think he might be having a seizure.
Yeah, he has an interesting rap.
He's like twitching a lot. He's twitching, and this is on our website, by the way.
He's on crack.
Yeah, this is on our website, but if you watch
this is
him...
the inner city. What do you gotta know.
But yet they're rapping in like a high school. Look at that basketball
hoop
right behind him.
That's true.
Second, I keep my mind on my mind. If time was money, then I'm shining this prime. I'm about $1. Profits what I work with. Money's a purpose. You ain't got it, you ain't worth it. I lurk shifts in order to get paid right. You showing off and I'm giving niggas stage fright. And when I'm popping, I'm robbing, get my cake right. Cause with them shells, I'm on your tail like bright lights. Dose, I'm in the zone where I get it in. Ocean got me flowing, I'm blowing like an instrument. Serving up, blowing up. Snow got me shivering. Riding dolo, so alone I be killing them. Homes, you can bring your men. Chrome, I'm delivering. Moxburg 5, not bone, got a ligament. My trigger banging and fucking shells. I keep a hammer for niggas thinking they hard as nails. Got it all for sale, dish it in jars. Viagra with the crack, but you getting is hard. I don't live by the law. I'm a menace to society. Moving bundles, so I'm doing numbers like the lottery. Soldiers on the side of me. Strong what I gotta be. 8-yard cow slugs, long as an alligator.
Yeah. You know what's pre-written, but it's basically like freestyle.
A lot of freestyle rappers, and you know what? Send your hate mail because I don't give an S.
Yeah,
that's what's up, yo.
He means shit.
Basically, what I was about.
It's all pre-written.
What I was gonna say is like a lot of people will have raps like a whole like page worth written
just for freestyle,
but they'll have like different pages and they'll memorize it so they can bust out that one page in that one specific situation.
It's true.
And that might be what this is.
Yeah.
Off like woodshop glass, crook like blast, chrome to your cranium. Boom, turn his dome to a stadium.
That was dope though. He did the shotgun.
That was
boom,
sick.
and then he kept rapping.
Oh, that's where.
Hit the strip and approach the smoker.
So now basically this guy keeps going on for a little bit, but let's get into the next guy because this is a little bit of a longer video. And basically the rap goes on, blah, 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 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, yo. And it just goes on like that. So here's the next guy. Oh, by the way, this guy is good. This next guy is good. Like the last guy was good, but you can tell this guy comes from like a real hardcore, you know, city.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, a real like he, you know, you can tell he takes it seriously. Not that the other guy didn't. Right now, everyone in the school or whatever is freaking out. All right, stop doing that. Let's hear the rap. Come on, let's hear the rap. What are you doing?
He's confused right now. It's gonna. There you go.
Just give him a second.
What is this, 8 Mile? Just boo him off the stage.
Where am I? Where am I?
Just play it.
Oh my God, this is. Let's hear it. I just want to hear the rap.
All right, go for it.
This nigga look like a sucker. A stupid motherfucker, right? He the type to wonder why his son and his best friend look so much alike. I never been a pussy nigga. Tell me what it's like, fronting like you hard, then running for your fucking life. Cause when this little nigga see the iron, you gonna see him flying down the block like dead when they see a lion. You think he a gangster? I got some fucking news. Only thing he squeezes is his feet in his little brother's shoes. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. No work, then we go to rob. Cause I can get a gun way faster than I can get a job. You talking hard, dog. I hope you really bout this shit. Cause where I'm from, we grab chains and try to punch you out this shit. And we'll be gone before you touch the floor. And if your chain's fake, we find you and fuck you up some more.
Wow, it's pretty intense.
That's pretty hardcore.
Hateful and
This
angry.
guy's aggressive. Yes.
He's very aggressive. Like
Did he just
every
recently
rhyme
do the
is
cinnamon challenge?
Spitting out
everything
hatred.
he's doing. Oh, by the way, on that note, go to our After Hours Show Facebook page and make sure to watch the video we posted of the of the guy doing the cinnamon challenge.
Oh my gosh, so funny. One of my favorites. One of my favorites.
That is a good one.
I almost slipped
So
right
good.
there. Did anyone hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
What?
I almost I
don't
slipped
fret.
right there.
Don't fret.
But
Play it. Let's hear it.
check it out.
see
Here's the
what's
rest of
going
that
on, yeah.
aggressive guy. And who's gonna get
Check it out.
stabbed? Let's take our bets.
Hey,
Rap shit ain't no competitors. This nigga's just prey. I'm the predator. I'm better than you. I be the best for our DIE. I got one ghostwriter, nigga, B.I.G. See, I'm possessed with this. Last engineer I did a session with tried to lock me up in the booth to call an exorcist. Any beat young Brooklyn to work on, but hungry than Snoop Dogg and look with his shirt on. There's two types of niggas in life. The niggas that find bitches and fuck them, and the niggas that... Yo, son, get my face, son.
And he just does a bit. Yo.
So right there, the guy got too close to his fight. Like they went nose to nose, and the guy's like, "Yo, get out of my face!" Like in the middle of his rap, "Get out of my face, son!"
And then he just punched him.
And then he punches him, and now things go crazy.
I could see why. Dude, he's in his face for no reason.
He was the first. This guy was in his face first, though.
I know exactly.
He had no right or rule to fucking be like, get out of my face. He entered his face. He wanted to fight.
But like right now, you see a bunch of people just randomly running in. Everyone's punching everyone, and just like it's a whole gymnasium. Like think of a whole high school basketball court with bleachers and everything. Everyone everywhere on the court is running around punching random people.
Pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That guy was just like, he was so angry and vicious.
But the
you
weird
can still
thing
use
is,
from the streets when you know.
But here's the weird thing. What I'm saying is, like, when you think about the younger generations coming up, like, even our generation, like, that's the whole reason we played the auto-tune presidential debate, is because we think that's interesting, but we could give two shits about the real debate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's our generation. Like, sooner or later, we are going to have to run this country if it's still here.
True.
And that's what's going to happen. But the reason I say that is because this is the generation below us at a skate park.
This is going to be bad.
So right now, it looks like a GoPro. Oh, some kid, all we see is a kid in a blue shirt. Now, these kids look to be about, like, right there, Tyler, that kid looks to be about, like, 12, 13.
12, yeah.
12, 13. And all we see is him just throw a skateboard literally across the skate park.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, what's going on right now?
So right now, the kid in the blue is chasing the kid in the yellow, I
And he
guess.
definitely kicked him.
And they're trying to fight, but they're like 12 years old. They actually look younger than 12 right now.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
9,
he does. He looks like he's like 10.
It's still in the same range.
Yeah.
Go for it.
But you have to listen to the language.
Yeah,
Like listen to the
I'm
language
hearing
that
it.
they're saying. You heard it, right?
Yeah.
It's messed up, dude. Now this video is on our website, afterhourshow.net. Click the videos. It's like the second video. It's the first. It'll say epic little kid skate park fight. That's what we're watching right now. Now, right now, they're doing the gangster stand where they puff their chest out and go like, "What?
Yo, fuck you."
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now.
And they're like 12.
Yeah, they're like 12. There's Captain Helmet on his bike.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's going on?
That's a little inside joke.
You know what the thing is? Oh man, when I was 12, do you think I knew what fuck was and all that shit?
Yeah, no, I never said that when I was little.
No, when I was that young, I was just worrying about whatever 12-year-olds know about. They don't say, "Hey, yo, fuck you. You want to fight, bitch?"
On occasion, that happened.
No, not when I was 12.
Yeah, seriously, it's like ridiculous.
They just, I don't know.
Punks. There's no parents around, so they just fucking raise themselves.
Oh, do you see that? Oh my god.
He just broke his skateboard.
Yeah, the one kid who was mad took the kid's skateboard and just jumped on it and snapped it in half.
What a bitch.
There's no parenting. Just a bunch of.
This little kid needs to get his ass kicked.
Oh no, we're just getting into this.
Yeah, but we don't know why he's all upset.
But still.
Dude, you don't do that. That's fun.
It's true.
He's just going around like donkey kicking people.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Fucking stab your ass, bitch.
I'm gonna play that again because there was some noise going on in the studio.
Stab your ass, bitch!
Hold on, I'll play it again a little further. So right now the board has been thrown, and here's the kid. Now picture this kid looks like he's like 10.
He's got to be young.
He looks like 10, and he's saying this.
Stab your ass, bitch!
That's ridiculous.
That's messed up.
I didn't even know what that was when I was younger.
No.
Stab your ass, bitch!
And he runs away.
His whole posse runs away. The whole thing's messed up. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Like we were like right in the middle of the whole occurrence.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have
Well,
been
you gotta
hard to
think
see what the
nowadays
heck
people
happened.
film everything.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It does. And now what we're going to be doing for some of our Spreaker listeners who didn't tune in back when we were on Podbean, Tyler, you remember back when those days when we when we didn't have any listeners?
Great episodes. You guys should definitely listen to it.
Yeah, when
if
we
you
were,
haven't.
Our show, like the funny thing is, we used to be on a site that was called Podbean.
Yeah.
And we had about 3.5 months on that show, and then we switched to Spreaker. And while we were on Podbean, we had some of our better episodes.
Yeah, it is true. You guys definitely have to check it out if you haven't already.
Now, when we were on Podbean, though, we weren't getting the same kind of sponsors and the same kind of things we are now. Now, this is a video, and I'm going to bring it back because it's all about fights.
Bring it back.
It's all about fights, guys, and that's what we're going to be, doing right now.
What's this one called?
This one is actually a teacher ends a fight. Now, basically, this is the first video on our thing, and this was in episode 9, I think, maybe episode 8 or 9.
Yeah, something like that.
And we're on episode 14 right now, guys. But this was back before we did live shows, before we had any real sponsors. But now we want to thank all our sponsors. Like, we're actually, we're
doing pretty good.
We thank all our listeners. We thank all our sponsors. But this is a video that some of our newer listeners probably didn't hear on our show. Now, these are two students, and we said, let's try to do this like we did before. I think they were in Detroit or something like that. It looks like one of the
something
inner,
like that,
like
yeah.
one of the inner cities, because
Yeah.
I don't mean to be racist, but everyone in this is
black.
Black.
That's not racism. That's just the truth. In this city, there's a lot
That's
more
what it
black
is.
people.
But now, Trish, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this exactly like we did on our episode. Trish, how would you end a fight if you were a teacher? We have 10 minutes left.
Punch
Keep
the
in
kid
mind.
out.
Send him to the principal.
Send him to the principal. Tyler, how would you end a fight?
Yeah, probably just kick him out.
Kick him out.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Now, these two students are about to fight, and let's hear this teacher go all DMX on them. So right there, those are the two students talking to each other. One of them's a bigger student. One of them's like a little tiny Chris Tucker.
He's a skinny kid.
Chris Tucker kind of guy.
What's up, Dan, bruh? What's up, Dan? I'm working right now, Dan, bruh. What's up, Dan, bruh? Wow.
Right now, they're starting to fight, the two students. Now, here is the teacher.
Whoa, back up.
Oh my god.
No, the one on the left. That's another student?
Yes, those are
Holy
students.
crap,
I just said one of them are
did
fat.
not think that was a student.
Oh my god, ghouls.
It's a student.
No, it does not look like a student.
He's big. He's huge compared to the other kids. He's
He
giant.
eats a lot more, okay?
No, I'm not talking
Yeah.
about the fat part. It looks like he's...
He
like,
looks
should be, like,
old.
Right here.
Yeah, he probably
he
stayed
looks
back
like I
many
thought
years.
He was the teacher.
There's a fat Albert looking student, and then there's kind of
No,
like a
it's not the
smaller
fat part. I
built
just
student.
thought-
Yeah,
But let's hear how the teacher handles this fight.
Wow.
Right here.
You boys are pissing me off!
That's the teacher. Now let's hear. It gets better.
Hey, both of y'all. Listen, quit selling out of my house. Anthony, shut up and sit down.
Nice.
Awesome.
I like it.
Now it gets better though.
Make change out of you and you. If you don't take that mess over there right now, it's not like you're gonna push through me to get to him, you ain't. So take it over there. If you can't squash it like gentlemen and get out of his face, get out of mine, get over there. Take it, Anthony. Yeah, you wanna squash it, keep that off campus. Y'all don't do that in here. And whatever made you believe you could, we can squash this right now. Get back up, you got something else to say. Come back this way, you got something else to say.
That is the most gangster thing I have ever heard.
I think it's pretty sick. He did fuck that shit up right there.
Like, that is the most gangster thing I've ever. Get back up, you got something else to say? Get back up, you got something else to say.
And whatever made you believe you could, we can squash this right now. Get back up, you got something else to say. Come back this way, you got something else to say. Anybody else? Trust me, we take to the ground.
Trust me, we can take it to the ground. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Else to say, come back this way, you got something else to say. Anybody else? Trust me, we take to the ground. Trust me. It's been that kind of
He's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
I hope he got a raise.
He's cool.
That's what Trish said when we first watched it. Trish was like, I hope he got a raise.
He's a cool teacher. He's teaching a lesson right here.
It's too short for y'all be selling out with that kind of nonsense. This ain't no Crip blood kind of nonsense. It ain't nothing so crucial. We can't talk it out and get out.
It's pretty cool.
I said,
Yeah,
you got some paper, you got a mini.
You can't talk it out and get the fuck out.
Please hang up and try again.
This is the After Hours Show. To become a part of the After Hour family, check out www.afterhourcomedy.com. It's free, and it's your one stop for everything show related.
Honestly, there's some people out there that tune in every single week to this show that are some of, like, I would call them fans, but apparently they hate the show. And you want to know what? Whatever. Fine. We had some strippers on a couple times. We've also given some money to some charity, too. Doesn't that balance it out?
I don't think this show is suitable for children.
I don't think this show is suitable for anybody.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Haters gonna hate what you're gonna do. But they're listening, so they know we're here every week. And you want to know what? All of our listeners, the After Hour Show family, sit down, grab a drink, and relax. Because it's about to go down.
Watch your tongue or have it cut from your head. Save your life by keeping whispers unsaid. Children roam the streets now, orphans of war. Bodies hanging in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the After Hours Show. Mark Hamill here from After Hour Comedy. And Mundane is currently setting up his new house. They just got the rest of everything moved in. So once he's here and once he's back, as far as once his internet kind of gets up and running, we're going to be back to normal. And in the time being, you kind of have me. You got this new layout, right? So anyone who is a VIP member, you've been checking out Declassified. You've also been checking out the VIP show, which if you are not a VIP, go check it out. So on the VIP show this week, I played a video of a guy who claims not only did he see a Bigfoot, but a Bigfoot forced him to have sex, and then now he thinks that he might have, or he might be the dad to that Bigfoot's babies. So that's kind of one thing that was on the VIP show. It was a whole thing. We watched it, and we also watched some very awkward and kind of inappropriate interview questions to celebrities. So that was good as well. And I can't remember what else. Oh, we watched Rihanna freak out on stage. So there was kind of a lot of stuff that we went over on the VIP show as well. Now, as we kind of get to this, we're going to be going through some pranks. And those pranks that we're going to be talking about are going to be pranks that anyone can do. Maybe pranks that have been done in the past as well. So let's kind of get that going. Let's get some music in the background and talk about pranks. Okay, so here we go. As far as pranks, I'm trying to think of any pranks that I really have done in the past, and I'm looking at the comments right now. Jen goes, Lord, the Bigfoot guy. And then she also says the new Declassified was great too. I almost messed up the name of my own show right there. So with that, we're going to talk about some pranks. Now, I don't know about really any pranks that I have done in the past that I can really think of. I mean, I do a lot of pranks, but they're not like pranks where they're not like the mean kind of pranks where like someone would be pissed if I kind of did a prank to them. Like mine are the kind of pranks that you could joke about, I guess. But I don't know. I do all kinds of crazy stuff, but we're going to run through a list of the most popular pranks, and we're going to talk about kind of how to do them and what they look like. And anyone, if you want to take any of these ideas, you're more than welcome to do that. Let me know if anyone has done these pranks or any pranks that you have done in the past as well. I'm monitoring YouTube, Twitch, Facebook right now. Facebook's being Facebook. Facebook sucks. We know that. But guess what? If you're on AfterHourComedy.com, you've been listening to this uncut the whole entire time. So again, just remember, even if Facebook's giving you issues right now, you can always go to AfterHourComedy.com and you can listen back. We always put the show in its full length, uncut, up on the website. You can either watch it back in its full length or you can listen back. Cool thing about listening back on the homepage is you can hit play, put your phone in standby. You can listen while you're driving, while you're out walking around, while you're at a restaurant, if you go out to eat by yourself. Like, it's all free too. And then if you want to be a VIP member, that helps us out a ton. And there's some really good content there as well. Now, okay, as far as getting into this, let's talk about some pranks. Now, pranks. Let me see. Let me pull up the list that I found. These are 10 pranks so easy to do that anyone could do them, okay? Now, I'm going to start out at number 10, and then from number 10, we're going to go and we're going to work our way all the way back up to number 1. Now, taking a look at this, Jen goes, I like pranking newbies at work, making them empty hot water out of the coffee machine, or make them look at the basement. But there's no basement there, so I think that's kind of the joke in that too. So one of the most common ones, and the number 10 on this list as far as pranks so easy that anyone could do them, is the whole feather and shaving cream trick, where basically someone's laying down and you put shaving cream in their hand, you take a feather, you kind of tickle it under their nose, and then they go to wipe their face, and then next thing you know, they have shaving cream all over their face. So that is one of them. And we take a look at it, and it says, when kids get together at sleepovers, they tend to quickly get rowdy and start thinking up ways to mess with each other. After all the sugar, caffeine, and staying up late, it's common for children to make a contest of who can stay awake the longest, and often make sure that whoever falls asleep too quickly is duly punished for their infraction. A major sleepover party foul, if you kind of look at it like that. And then one of the punishments, and number 10 on this list, is the shaving cream, and you could probably do like Cool Whip or whatever. I've seen that before, and then a feather. So that's number 10 on the list. When we take a look at the next one, number 9 is a bucket of water over the door prank. Now, I've seen this work. I've seen this go bad before too. Now, the bucket of water over the door, I have seen times where it works the way it's supposed to, and then the water just kind of goes on someone. And I have also seen it where the bucket falls and hits someone on the head. And it didn't go so well in that scenario too. Now, I also see in the comments the feather and the shaving cream thing. Jen goes, I did that with mayo once, which mayo would probably be nasty. Like, I mean, it's all nasty, but mayo is like, ugh, that's, ugh. So the bucket in the water. Okay, so bucket in the water. So this is a classic prank that many of you may be aware of, although it's rarely performed that often in real life. I agree with this. Probably because of how hard it is to get the actual bucket to kind of stay where it's supposed to stay. But yeah, I can see that totally. Now, very rarely done in real life. Now, when we take a look at this, it's more often seen in movies. However, it's a very simple and effective way to prank anyone. All you have to do is get a bucket of water, or really any safe liquid you prefer, comedic, so whatever one you want comedic effect of. And then from there, you would go and you position it precariously over a door. If you really want to ensure accuracy, you can rig things up with a rope and a string. When the victim of the prank walks through the door, the bucket will tip and spill water all over them. While this may seem like a fairly overdone way to prank someone, it's actually really effective because it has a strong measure of repeatability. Because people just walk into doors. Now, on this kind of line, another thing that I would kind of throw out there is another prank that we used to do. Now, this just came to my mind. It's kind of like the bucket in the water, but it's not putting a bucket over the door. What we used to do was we used to actually, we would set up some kind of game where we would say, hey, it's supposedly you can't hold your arm here for more than 1 minute because your arm will get tired. And what we would do is we'd fill a bucket with water and we would put it up on the ceiling, and then we would have someone hold it there with a broom. Well, we would say, yeah, it's supposedly your arm will get tired after a minute, and we want to see if you can do it. And then so someone grabs the broom, and then everyone leaves the room. Well, what happens is they have to hold that bucket there on the ceiling full of water, otherwise it's going to fall and get them soaking wet. So we've done that one before in the past too. But now being older, if someone was to do that to me, I would literally hold the broom there, and I would kind of extend my arm out as far as I could, and I would kind of get far back, and I would kind of hold it there, let go, and just run away real quick, which as a kid, we didn't really think of that. So this prank worked really well. Very similar to the bucket over the door, but that was kind of our variation of that one. Now, see comments. Jen goes, at work on someone's last day, we throw a bucket of pickle juice on them, then flour. What, you really do that? Holy cow. That's brutal. Okay, so here we go. Next one is toothpaste on the Oreos gag. I've never once heard this in my entire life. Toothpaste and Oreos. I don't know if anyone's really done that that's listening now. Radio listeners, let me know. So here we go. On this, it says toothpaste on Oreos. This one takes a little bit of work. First, you'll need to carefully take apart the Oreos. Okay, so there's a little bit of pre-setup on this one. So once you take apart the Oreos, you remove all of the delicious filling inside. While this may be a bit of effort, most people tend to remove the cream from their Oreos anyways. So you can enjoy that filling while you prepare your prank. It's kind of messed up. So like you're taking out all the icing, you eat it, and then I can already see where this is going. You replace it with toothpaste. So then, meticulously, you are carefully replacing all of the Oreos ice cream with toothpaste and put halves of the Oreos back together. The trick here is to ensure that every Oreo is even spread and that you make sure it looks as much like an Oreo as possible in terms of thickness, overall perfection. It's going to take a little bit of work here. It's a good idea to take your time to make it look just right so the trick doesn't fall apart too quickly. Now, that would work very well. So I remember you go X amount of years back, Oreos never had that peeling top. You actually had to open them up. That would work even better today to where you actually have the top where it peels and then the top goes back down. It would look like no one ever really opened it. So I think that one would work. However, my thing would be like, you'd have to do the right toothpaste. Otherwise, you might be able to, when they get it close to their face, they might smell it. So yeah, but I think that could possibly work. That's a good one. Let's see. Number 7. So where is it? Oh, the air horn door stopper prank. I have never done this, but this seems hilarious. All right. So I see the comments. So Jen goes, my best friend did the toothpaste thing on her 10-year-old son. Nice. This next one is the air horn door stopper prank. I've never seen this one done. I've never tried this one myself, but if it's easy, like if I'm reading it right now for the first time and it seems easy enough, I will be doing this sometime in the next month. Like guaranteed. I'm going to find some way to make this happen. All right. So the air horn door stopper prank. So the air horn is my favorite new device. It's great for jokesters, but really just an overall annoying thing to do to someone. So those who like to constantly annoy others with air horns are likely kind of children who ran around with whatever noisemaker they could find and banged it as loud as they possibly could, thinking that their ability to annoy others was somehow a skill. They also usually decide after being told off that people just couldn't take a joke or understand how funny they are. Now, while it's not particularly clever to simply jam an air horn near someone's ear, there are ways to use the device to cleverly prank someone, which we're going to kind of go over. Now, the trick is to first obtain an air horn, which I feel like any of our listeners right now are old enough where we could do this. Kenny goes, I smell every cookie I eat. Yes, I know that sounds weird. And Kenny goes, the air horn is a blast. Now, the air horn, the trick is to first obtain an air horn. We could do that all easily enough these days. And then carefully duct tape it to the inside of the door around where you would normally put the door stopper. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So the way I'm kind of picturing this right now is it's taped to the wall, kind of sticking out a little bit, and the door opens and that's what pushes down the air. That would work. Especially if someone would open their door. Like if it's someone who just opens their door all the way and they don't really think about it. Yeah, that would absolutely work. Make sure it's carefully duct taped and positioned so that when the door is open, the air horn will immediately go off and make an awful and extremely loud noise. If you want to test the prank first, make sure your victim isn't home or you may clue them in on completely ruin the joke, which obviously makes sense. This is doable. Now, boat horns, those are easy. Just go, especially down here in Florida or anywhere where you have lakes or fishing shops. They sell boat horns all the time. That's a good one. Now, number 6, the balloon birthday cake prank. Never once in my life have I heard this, but I'm going to read it. All right, so some parents feel that their children's birthday is a great day of celebration. The day they first brought a new child into the world that signifies the love between them and how wonderfully their new family has moved forward together. Blah, blah, blah. All right, these parents will nurture their children and make sure that their birthday is something special and unforgettable. However, there is another type of parent who sees birthdays as a great chance to mess with their offspring and toy with them in their own way for their own amusement. It's probably more like any of our listeners probably fall into that kind of category. Now, for those who are looking for something more imaginative than crushing Then a crushing and not at all interesting anymore prank that blah, 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 blah. Let's get to it. Where is this? Okay, so the trick works best essentially making a fake birthday cake with a balloon and a cake box. Once the cake is finished, you carefully frost the lumpy monstrosity and serve it to your offspring along with a knife to cut it. When it is cut, it will pop and then scare whoever cuts it. So I'm not sure if this one would work. I'm not really on board with this one. As far as so I get what they're saying. So you blow up a balloon, you cover it in frosting, put it in a cake box, and I guess you're going to tell someone to cut the cake in a box, which kind of seems odd to me. I don't know if I would ever really fall for that one. But yeah, I guess that's what they're saying. And then in that scenario, when whoever goes to cut the cake, it pops, and then they scream, scares them, so on and so forth. Now, the next one, when we go to number 5, these are pranks, and this is the tape on the TV remote sensor prank. So this sounds like a very innocent, very kid-like prank. But before we get started, we should point out that there are some great honorable mentions for pranking people with TV remotes, but it can get much more expensive to do some of the other tricks. So one that's not so costly, but incredibly fun, is putting tape over the IR sensor. What that'll do is when someone goes to actually use the remote, nothing works. So it doesn't do anything. And then you watch them kind of get frustrated. Potentially they could change the batteries. I'm seeing this maybe as like a little kid, right? So I don't think this would really work on anyone who's kind of older. And I've honestly, if you did this to me, that might be the first thing I would notice, is that there's tape on my remote now. But who knows? Maybe it works for someone. But tape on the remote. Number 4, a candy apple that turns into a not-so-sweet surprise. Now we're talking. This could be something good. Anytime we have something where it's food, you kind of bake it into something, you kind of make it. This is where it kind of gets good. All right, so a candy apple that turns into not-so-sweet surprises. Candy apples may not be very good for your teeth, but they are delicious and enjoyable nonetheless. You could sort of consider this a seasonal prank, as your victim may find it odd that you're offering them candy apples outside of the normal time, which like fall, maybe October. So candy apples. Let's see. The trick is incredibly simple to pull off and has a delightful and harmless payoff. Instead of using apples, you simply take a large onion that you're about to, sorry, I see where this is going. You take a large onion that is about the size of an apple, you put a stick in it, and then you coat them with caramel candy coating like you would any other candy apple. Once the treats are finished and ready, you can now serve them to your unsuspecting victims. So potentially, you could have like a whole tray of just onions that look like candy apples, and then when your people go to bite into them, they taste the onion, right? So goes bonus points if you could make a real candy apple for yourself to bite into, first gain their trust, and then know that the what ones on the tray are actually the onions. Or you could do all onions, and then just put one real candy apple in the middle. And then from there, you eat the real one while they're eating the onions. And then I see Jen goes, I love onions. I could eat them raw. I will not so I will eat onions on like a burger or something like that, but I stay away from like the full on onions. I don't know why. I never grew up eating onions. So number 3. Oh, okay. I think this is the one that I used to do. Number 3 is duct tape on the water faucet trick. No, this isn't. I thought the picture kind of looked like it was going to go into a bucket. But no, this one, so let's see. The duct tape on the water faucet trick. So, like the water bucket over the door prank, getting people wet when they don't expect it has always been a great, harmless way to prank someone. A little bit of water soaking someone's clothes is something they will get over quickly, and usually something people will end up laughing about sooner rather than later. One of the best ways to prank people with water is duct tape over the faucet trick, and it's incredibly simple to perform. All you really need is duct tape, some faucets, and a pranking target or two. So pretty much people in your house to actually pull the prank on. Now, with this, you simply put a little bit of duct tape under the faucet itself, toward the back, leaving a little room in the front, so that way when the faucet is turned on, the water will have nowhere to go except to create somewhat of a concentrated stream of water that shoots right back at the person who turned on the faucet. So you're securing it on the back. So when the water builds up and breaks free, it kind of goes down and then out whatever direction you don't put all the tape on. It's kind of creative. I like that. So kind of creative. Now with this, you can easily leave these all over the house and watch people get wet multiple times. Like they go to one faucet, they get sprayed, so they go to another one, then they get sprayed again. I think that's a good idea. Probably get creative with that one. That's a good one. So the duct tape over the faucet. Number 2. So Kenny goes, kitchen sink sprayer, way easier. Yeah, that would work. That could work too. Let's see. So the fake spider on the toilet paper never gets old. This is one, honestly, like if I go to pull toilet paper and I see a spider, I could probably realize that it was fake, like within a couple seconds. But initially, I'm probably going to jump. I'm probably going to freak out a little bit as well. And so this one goes, people tend to be incredibly afraid of bugs, and specifically spiders. And the fear usually translates doubly so when we're talking about spiders. Now, while people tend to find bugs gross and repulsive, most people don't feel a surge of true fear unless they feel they are in a position where they're unable to escape that bug. In a bathroom, something like that. I don't like spiders, but you know, if I saw one outside or walking around, I'm not necessarily going to freak out. Now, if I'm lying down in my bed and I see a spider crawl over me, yeah, I'm going to freak out a little bit. Or like if one was to crawl right over my foot right now, I'd scream like a little girl. It's going to happen. So I pull the toilet paper. There's like a fake spider. I'm probably going to scream as well too, but that's that's one that you kind of see. So, anyway, so fake spider, put it on the toilet paper. I'm looking at the comments. Kenny goes, that's a kick a man's ass situation. I agree. And then Jen goes, I rescued a wolf spider from my living room the other night. No, you burn your house down. Cause wolf spiders, I don't trust them whatsoever. So kind of with this, okay. Yeah. Anyway, so toilet paper, put it on the underside of the toilet paper. So when they go to reach it, there's 2 options. They can reach for the toilet paper and then they can feel it, look at it, see a spider and then freak out. And, or you can put it on the back side of the toilet paper. So when they pull the toilet paper, it kind of rolls up and over and then they see it. Probably a little bit more effective to do it that way. But that's kind of the way that they do that. And I'm with Kenny on that one. I don't really mess with spiders. Like I'm definitely not going to save a spider. I've always said there's like a line. So like if a spider crosses that line, that's where, like, here's the line. You cross it, spider, you're dead. Instantly dead. Okay. So yeah. Now we go to the number 1 when we talk about pranks and pranking someone. So the number 1 thing you can do to prank someone is opening up a shaken can or a bottle of soda. Now, I don't know if this is really the number 1 thing. I can think of a lot of other pranks, but I think when you're going like wholesome, kind of innocent, that might be the way to go. Is shaking up a can, putting it down. Kind of a shitty thing to do though, right? Like, I mean, so if I open a soda can and it goes all over me, now I'm all sticky. Let's say that was the only soda I had. I mean, I'd probably be a little pissed, but they're saying that's a good one. It's a classic. So I think that's why that's there. That's probably why it's the number 1, is because it's a classic. And then I see a comment coming in. I threw salt to my cousin's mouth while they were sleeping. That's kind of crazy. That'd be a bad one. Like oh man, I don't even know. That's messed up. But I think it'd be funny. Not if you're the person who got the salt thrown in their mouth though. Like you'd wake up and it'd be a weird texture. And then so let's see. Soda can was the number 1. Oh, kind of what I was saying. I think that one's there because it is a classic. Shake up the soda can, shake up the bottle. So I don't know. I can think of some other pranks that weren't on this list. I'm surprised they didn't do the saran wrap over the toilet bowl. What's another one that they didn't really do on here? I don't know. That's just a couple that came to my mind. Of course, I go to saran wrap over the toilet bowl. Now, any listeners, if you have any other pranks, let us know. I'm always up for pranks. I've done a lot of other things that aren't traditional pranks as well, too. I just, anything to get a reaction really is what we're looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one quick break. I'm going to get some viral videos queued up, and then we're going to watch some viral videos, and I got some good ones. So that was kind of pranks. All right. So there we go. Let's kind of go into the next. We're going to take a commercial break. Then we're going to come back, head over to afterhourcomedy.com, and then we're going to go over viral videos. I've got some good ones. I have it's a really good one of a lady who accidentally ate an edible, and she thought edible just meant that it was like eatable, like the actual meaning of edible. She thought that edible meant like she could eat it. So she ate it and she's having a little bit of a freak out. So that's going to be up next. We'll talk about that. I've got more people setting themselves on fire unintentionally. I've got a drone that shoots fire. We've got all kinds of stuff to talk about. So we'll be right back. This is the After Hours Show.
Hey there, mister. She didn't let you kiss her. Is that why you take it out on me? My words hurt your ego. It's not up to me, though, to fight the battle in your head. I've seen a million like you who can bear to be ignored by young, pretty girls' eyes. Like your anger is justified just 'cause you got denied, like you're some kind of god. But God's long gone, and so are the days where anyone needs to be saved. You think you know what you don't understand. You'll never understand. I wanna be like Theodora in the days of the Byzantine. The courage of a warrior, the respect of a king. Everyone's a victim when the pride is on the line and you're nobody. You're just another guy. Did your mama never treat you right? Did your daddy put up a fight every time you started to cry? Inferiority's a bitch, I know. Egomaniacs steal the show, and I'm sorry you never got your chance. Oh, but I'm not crazy, just a little uptight from all the knives being thrown and the stupid little comments about every move I make. I never asked. I wanna be like Theodora in the days of the Byzantine. The courage of a warrior, the respect of a king. Everyone's a victim when the pride is on the line and you're nobody. You're just another guy. You're just another guy. And oh, I know you wanna be the big shot at the bar. Oh, and how dare a little thing put you in your place. Now you're trying to save face, and you're so mean. Oh, I wanna be like Theodora in the days of the Byzantine. The courage of a warrior, the respect of a king. Everyone's a victim when the pride is on the line and you're nobody. Yeah, you're just another guy, and I'm like Theodora in the days of the Byzantine. The courage of a warrior, the respect of a king. Everyone's a victim when the pride is on the line and you're nobody. You're just another guy. You're just another guy. Hey there, mister. She didn't let you kiss her. Is that why you take it out on me?
This past week, the After Hours Show was invited and allowed to name each of the horses in one race. Needless to say, I don't think they'll be invited back anytime soon.
Welcome to the third race at the Honeymoon is Over Downs. They're at the gate, and they're off. Jumping out in the lead is Romance and Affection, with Domestic Bliss in close behind. It's Romance and Affection and Domestic Bliss. Here comes Marriage Vows, followed by Immediate Child. Romance and Affection falling off quickly. Mortgaged Up the Ass, overtaking Domestic Bliss. And here comes Nasty Attitude, followed by More Children and Drinking Heavily. Coming down the backstretch, Drinking Heavily moving out in front of Mortgaged Up the Ass. But coming on strong on the outside is Credit in Shambles. It's Credit in Shambles, followed by I Don't Give a Shit, Nasty Attitude, and Up Yours Keith. Up yours, keep challenging for second, going into the clubhouse turn. Passing on the rail is I Don't Give a Shit, taking the lead. Followed by the fucking house. You cook like shit, and I fucked your brother. Here they come, spinning out of the turn. I Don't Give a Shit still in front. Up yours, keep challenging for the lead. Up yours, keep, and I Don't Give a Shit, neck and neck. And down the stretch they come. Up yours, keep is pulling away from I Don't Give a Shit by a length. Coming on strong is I Am Out of Here, and passing the pack is the fucking house. And at the wire, it's Up yours, keep the fucking house, I Don't Give a Shit, and I Am Out of Here.
A special day on the calendar today for Wisconsin, National Beer Day.
It's an unofficial holiday that marks the anniversary of the end of Prohibition.
Beer. More than 80 years ago when Prohibition ended and then allowed Americans over 21 to drink legally in this country, and you can call that perhaps the original stimulus program. Maybe it's the beer talking, Marge, but you got a butt that won't quit.
Liquor, what gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer. Can't get enough of it. Beer. How we really love it. Beer. Makes me think I'm a man. Beer. I could kiss and hug it, but I'd rather chug it. Got my belly out to here. Golly, I adore it. Come on, damn it, pour it. Do it for me. Brew it for me. Beat it to me. Speed it to me. The most wonderful drink in the world. Hooray!
You put the beer in the coconut and drink it all up. You put the beer in the coconut and throw the can away.
Homer!
You throw the can away.
I said Homer!
You throw the can away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the After Hours show. Mark Hamill here from After Hour Comedy, and I guess I can say from Declassified as well. We've had a lot of good clips and a lot of good feedback from Declassified. A lot of people who I didn't really know were into paranormal have come up to me, to the point where in the last episode of Declassified, there was some screams and some yells and some weird noises. And I had literally someone come up to me in a parking lot the other day. And they asked me, you know, when I was going to start talking about banshees. And I was like, you know what? That's an interesting take on some of the footage that I showed. Because I didn't really, we haven't really delved into banshees yet. I mean, we've mentioned it briefly, but we haven't done a deep dive on it. So I think in one of the upcoming episodes, you know, because that person brought it up to me that they wanted to see that, I think we're going to do a deep dive and we're going to try to find some banshees to talk about. Now, for anyone who kind of is wondering what Declassified is, it is a show that is just on paranormal. Now, we don't just talk about topics. Every time we talk about something, I show you video evidence of the topics that we're talking about. Now, we'll debunk some of them, and then some of them we kind of have where we think that they're real, but by the end we leave with some new concepts and some new ideas to think about, and that's kind of what the whole show is about. Then the VIP episode, you can go back, it's still up there if you want to see about a guy who not only saw Bigfoot, but he claims that Bigfoot forced him to get that. It was a female Bigfoot, that the female Bigfoot forced the guy to get that female Bigfoot pregnant. It's kind of weird. It's a weird one. Definitely. All right, so let's take a look at this. And I see the comments. Jen goes, that last one was good, which is Declassified. So we're going to go over to afterhourcomedy.com. We're in the home stretch here. And a couple things. So we're going to start with some videos. I kind of wanted to go down and I want to show everyone here. This is kind of a video. We're going to take a look at it one more time. For anyone who hasn't seen this, this is one, just kind of a flashback video, just one that I was thinking about today. Because when that person came up to me and they were talking to me about the banshees and stuff like that, for whatever reason, my brain went to this video. And in this video, it's a kid. He's riding down a hill really fast and he slams into a fence. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, banshees. Okay, this kid kind of sounded like a banshee. Not really, but we're going to see this. All right, so the kid's going to come down a hill. Oh! Okay, let me go back. Let me go back one more time. He came in here. He came in there hot, man. I didn't think he was going to come in there that fast. All right, I'm going to go full screen. Then I'm going to play it again. Like I hit play and didn't even have time to go to full screen. That's how fast he came in and slammed into the fence. All right, here we go. Here he goes. He comes in. And then he goes off crying. Okay, so I can hear it in his voice. Now, radio listeners, he comes flying down a hill on a scooter, slams into a fence, and then you can literally hear the sound of his soul leaving his body. Like, when I hear him making that noise, I can relate, because there's been times where I've flipped over my handlebars on my bike. I've fallen off a skateboard a couple times, like just like doing really like 6-foot drops and stuff like that. And, you know, you slip out, you slam your back, and I can hear the pain. And when I hear that, I know the feeling that this kid's going through, but it still makes me laugh. Oh, no, he's... This is soul. Like, he is literally trying to grab his soul from, like, flying away right now. Oh, man. Like, that sound has a feeling. It does. Still crying. He's crying now. Now, to his credit, through this whole thing, he's crying, and he's still picking up his scooter, and he's still kind of moving on. And you, like, if you just watch this with no audio, you would have no idea he's crying right now. Like, he's holding it together for the most part. He's just, you know, trying not to have his spine stick out the front of his body. Okay. So now he's still walking away. Oh no. All right, now he's walking back up the hill. So I guess here's the other thing. So one, it's kind of a bummer that, you know, you went down that hill, you slammed into the fence, but now you have to walk back up the hill in pain. in pain. That is literally there. I mean, there's 2 times you do the walk of shame. That's one of them right there. He's gonna now. By the way, worst neighbors in the world. Like, no one's coming out to see if this kid's alive or what's going on, right? So this is not the street that you want to get hurt on. Now we're gonna go to something, and oh man, there's so many good videos here. Like, this is kind of a YouTube vortex for me, except for I'm on AfterHourComedy.com, our website. There's so many good videos we've talked about here. Like this one. This is one where a guy shows up to court, and speaking of pranks, this guy's sister changed his username, so when he joined on Zoom, it said something. And you're going to hear the judge kind of comment on it. So here we go.
Then we'll bring this fool in.
All right, so the judge is letting him in the Zoom call, and he's going to call this guy out right now. All right, so now for anyone who's kind of watching, we are looking at the guy on the bottom right of the screen.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000, you yo-ho.
The judge actually said it out loud. Oh my God. Now, for radio listeners, we're in a Zoom call. There's a bunch of people there. When COVID first hit, like they did all of their court cases on Zoom. And so the judge lets him in. It's like, what's your name? My name's Nathaniel. And the name, so the username is not Nathaniel, and the judge actually calls him out on it. Like, the judge doesn't let him slide on this.
Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000, you yo-ho.
Oh,
logging into my court with...
Okay, now I'm going to go back one more time, because I want to go back, and now I want to start looking at some of the reactions of the people on the call. One, go back, and so I'm going to go full screen on this one. Look at his reaction, and then look at all the other people too.
Your name's not Buttfucker 3000, you yo-ho.
Okay, I paused it right there. Now I'm looking at his face right there on the bottom right. His face right there is genuine, like, uh-oh, I might be in trouble right now. Now, everyone else on the call, I'm surprised that no one's laughing. But the girl on the bottom right maybe seems like she's laughing a little. Or bottom left, sorry.
Logging into my court with that as your screen name.
Why
We'll
would that?
discuss that in a little bit. What kind of idiot logs into court like that? What's your name again?
Nathaniel Saxton, sir, but I don't believe that I typed anything like that in.
Okay, so I believe this guy. Now when we're looking at this, joining a court call on Zoom, I believe this guy, but I also think you kind of just shot yourself in the foot there. So,
well, that's what it says.
I think the judge says it again.
Why?
We'll
I
discuss
apologize.
that in a bit.
That should not
Yeah,
be.
you should. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while and think about what you call yourself online.
Now, by the way, his name, when we're taking a look at this on the Zoom call, he actually did change his name right there, but okay.
Mr. Grossnickel, could you take your hat off, please? All right, he had missed an earlier date, but he's here now. All right, good morning, everyone.
I
We
hate
got
this
everybody
judge,
with
by
a
the way.
name.
This judge is a dick. I'm just throwing that out there.
You're all here.
Okay, so little recap. Now, what happens is, so the guy joins in, and that's his username, and now he's joining back in, and so he's changed his name, and so they're going to give him a second chance here, and now he's going to come up with an explanation as to why that was his username. Okay, so he does have a reason. Now he got kicked out of that first call, and then he does have a reason. Kenny goes, nope, that's one of his alias email addresses. So, yep. Oh, and actually, Jen reminded me of a drop.
Oh, you mean anal?
There we go. That would have been perfect for this.
Oh, you mean anal?
Okay. So he joins back in, and now he's actually going to try to explain why that was his name, and we'll see if we believe this reason.
Mr. Saxon.
Okay. Oh, that threw me off. There was there was like a loading bar
Your Honor.
on his screen. Oh,
Yes.
here we go.
If I may
All right, the butt effer's back. Here we go.
explain, my sister was the one that set up my Zoom account or whatever. That butt effer is my iPhone pairing name for my Bluetooth speaker, sir.
Okay, so now his reasoning for that is that, okay, his sister did it, but that's also what they named their Bluetooth in the house.
It's an inside joke. It's not what you think. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry.
Well, you should be. All right, we'll come back to you in a bit. Let's take care of.
That would have been funny. I'm looking at the comments. Kenny goes, username Big Daddy Schlong. Like, imagine if he goes from butt effer 3000 to Big Daddy Schlong up in here.
Oh, you mean anal?
Some of yours, Mr. Barnes. We have Michael Owen.
Okay, so that was kind of that. It's good. That's a classic, like, log in with the username. Good stuff right there. On the lines of Zoom calls. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and then we'll get to some of the other videos that I actually pulled for some tonight. All right, so on a Zoom call, so the one we just played was a court case. Now here's one where it's a school board. Now, someone kind of hacks into the call, and they're talking about a mascot. Now, they're proposing that there's a new mascot that be introduced to the school because the old one's offensive. And I'm just going to say, I think the old one is an Indian, so kind of like how the NFL had the Redskins. This school had some kind of Indian as their mascot. So this person's saying that that's a little offensive, so they should come up with a new one. Not only does he say that they should come up with a new one, but he helps them out, and he says, here's my idea, here's my proposal. Check it out. This is a good one. They have my vote.
All right. Thank you so much, Cameron. Let's now welcome Cole Hirsch.
Hi. How are you? I wrote a little pitch, if I could read through that.
Please.
Okay, now keep in mind, the person who's actually doing this hacked into this call. So that's why they look like they shouldn't be there, is because they shouldn't be there. But the way they did this is they hacked in, and this was happening a lot during, like, when Zoom was being used for school and stuff. Like, YouTubers were hacking in and pranking teachers all left and right. So this is along the lines of that. But now you can see some of the people in the call. They instantly, they know that this guy shouldn't be here. Now remember, he's proposing a new mascot.
Dear Saddleback College, let's face it, our mascot, the Gaucho, is racist, and it's time for him to be murdered. Anyway, I have just the idea for a new progressive mascot for your school. Her name is Titty Pussy, and she's a woke, sloppy goblin girl who rides around the campus on sweat-stained roller skates and begs each student to come out as bi.
Okay, so let me go back. And now I'm just reading the name. So her name is Titty Pussy. That's the name of the new mascot. Because the other one was a little bit too offensive. So it's along the lines of what I see in the comments right there of the Washington Foreskins. That is also a great mascot. But this one's Titty Pussy, and what she does, it seems like she has some special abilities.
Pussy, and she's a woke, sloppy goblin girl who rides around the campus on sweat-stained roller skates and begs each student to come out as bi. If a student refuses to do so, Titty Pussy will let out a shriek that has the frequency to change the student's body hair to strawberry blonde. Then Titty Pussy will say, "Tough break, straighty. Have fun sticking out like a sore thumb should you ever visit a beach in Palestine." At sporting events, instead of displaying kiss cams on the Jumbotron, Titty Pussy will instead screen promos for her OnlyFans, which mainly consists of her getting off to the school flag. During halftime, Titty Pussy will do her signature dance move, the pop, lock, and swap it, where she'll make the team swap mouth guards to reassure the fans that none of the players are homophobic.
the pop, lock, and swap it, where other players will swap mouth guards. Oh my God, pop, lock, and swap it.
That none of the players are homophobic. If either team refuses, she'll take a knee for the rest of the game, right in the middle of the field. So, thank you for your time. And
okay. I just want to go back one more time and hear this description, because this is good. Now, as we go back and listen to it one more time, remember, this is a proposal for a mascot. This time, what I want to focus on is I want to go and I want to kind of watch the reaction of some of the people in here. Now, you have like your hardcore veteran teachers. There was one lady who just did the thumbs out symbol, like get him out of here, but they didn't. And kudos to them for not getting him out.
Her name is Titty Pussy, and she's a woke, sloppy goblin girl who rides around the campus on sweat-stained roller skates and begs each student to come out as bi. If a student refuses to do so, Titty Pussy will let out a shriek that has the frequency to change the student's body hair to strawberry blonde. Then Titty Pussy will say, "Tough break, straighty. Have fun sticking out like a sore thumb should you ever visit a beach in Palestine." At sporting events, instead of displaying kiss cams on the Jumbotron, Titty Pussy will instead screen promos for her OnlyFans, which mainly consists of her getting off to the school flag. During halftime, Titty Pussy will do her signature dance move, the pop, lock, and swap it, where she'll make the team swap mouth guards to reassure the fans that none of the players are homophobic.
I like it. Honestly, I'd vote for this, man. Let's get this in the school. Everyone else, and Kenny has a good thing. You can't argue, you can't mess with woke. But yeah, no, I think the way the world's going, let's get a good. Every school needs a good titty pussy.
If either team refuses, she'll take a knee for the rest of the game, right in the middle of the field. So, thank you for your time, and I hope you can consider Titty Pussy.
Okay, and it said the host muted them, and that's kind of where that one ended right there. I don't know, man. That's just, it's a mascot potentially out there. So let's take a look. I'm going to go to the beginning of the page here on AfterHourComedy.com. All these videos are here. We're going to take a look, and I've got some good ones here. Now, one video I want to show you, this is a kid, and this kid saved his family because there was someone who was trying to break into their house, and he acted like a hero. Now, granted, he had to make a hard decision that not a lot of kids would have to make this day. I'm going to let him tell the story, but this is a good one. All right, so this kid is a hero. That's why he's on this show.
True American hero, and he's only 8 years old.
Last week, Lucas Armitage bravely defended his family and his home when he stopped an intruder all by himself just by using his daddy's gun.
That's right, and Lucas and his dad Jack are with us in the studio this morning. Good morning to both of you.
All right, so right there, he's a hero. He stopped an intruder. He used his dad's gun. The American hero, right? Here we go. All right, the story continues.
Good morning, Tracy. Now, Lucas, can you tell us what happened?
I heard the noise, and I got up from bed and went into the kitchen to where Dad keeps the gun.
So you found it all by yourself, right?
I take it out a lot. Sometimes I just look at it.
Right now.
Okay, so fine, still a hero, right? So he took out his dad's gun. Sometimes he just likes to look at it. It's not creepy, not in any way.
It was a burglar, wasn't it, Lucas? He was trying to steal things.
He looked hungry. When he saw I had the gun, he put his hands up and said, "Please don't shoot."
But you didn't listen to him, did you?
I knew it would be easy to shoot him. Just aim and pull the trigger.
Oh my God.
And that's exactly what you did, right?
Oh my God. All right, so we're kind of listening to a kid who's a hero. Right, but it's an intruder. It's an intruder. Let's keep that in mind. This kid's not crazy.
Shot him in the leg, didn't you? You put one right through the kneecap, right?
Yeah, it was like bang really loud, and he fell down screaming, and there was lots of blood coming out.
Lucas, you really are a hero.
He started crawling away and crying, so I shot him in the back.
Yeah, you must be so proud.
Okay, so again, the guy was an intruder. So this kid's still a hero, not crazy. Not even close to being like some kind of psychopath.
Proud of your son, Jack.
And then I stood over him and shot him like bang, bang, bang.
Well, that's one crook that's not going to be breaking into anybody else's home, is he?
Yeah, he wouldn't stop talking, so then I shot his jaw off.
Well, how'd you manage to do that, Lucas?
Either you shoot at the temples and pull down, or you shoot at the side of the skull wall.
It's the weakest part of the skull. He's right.
That's very sophisticated knowledge there.
Oh my God. Okay, so now the dad's jumping in on that one too. So how do you do that? Well, you know, I mean, it's 007 and kind of them, or what's that other? He's Boondock Saints-ing them.
But then he started screaming, "Arr!"
Yeah, right.
And then I shot off each one of his fingers, and then he stopped screaming.
So, Jack, it was the screaming you heard that woke you up so you could call the police?
No, actually, it was Lucas laughing that woke me up. I had never heard the kid laugh so hard.
There was
Kid Kenny goes, my spirit animal.
blood all over me.
Yeah, he smeared it all over himself.
Really?
I liked the way the blood made me feel.
Oh, now your school gave you a special award for courage, right? We have a photograph of that award ceremony.
Here we
Let's take a
go.
look.
Oh, Lucas, you didn't even change your shirt before you got your award.
Well, why would he change his shirt? That's his honor shirt.
I want the blood.
Yeah, it must have been fun getting that award at school, right?
Remember, again, there was an intruder. This kid is not, I mean, this kid's a hero. I mean, there was an intruder, right?
I
And,
want the blood.
well, he's gotten a little shy now.
All right, let me go back. All right, here we go.
You got your award.
Well, why would he change his shirt? That's his honor shirt.
I want the blood.
Yeah, it must have been fun getting that award at school, right?
I
And
want the blood.
well, he's gotten a little shy now.
So they're just like, all right, well, we're going to wrap it up here. This was fun. Let's do it again sometime soon. Oh, man. All right. I think that might be the end of that one.
Jack Armitage, thanks so much for being here. Lucas, thank you for your heroic work.
Absolutely. Now you stick with us because after the break, some warning signs that your pet may be a CIA mole.
All right, so that was kind of that. I always like to throw those in our show every now and then because they sound so real until it like gets rolling and then you kind of start to get into it. Jen goes, he's a mood. I read it already, but Kenny goes, my spirit animal. And then in quotes, I like the blood. So, all right, that was one. Now we're going to go to another video. This next one, I've got to be a little careful here because it is going to play some music. So I'm going to make the music a little bit quiet. This was probably at like a Comic-Con or something like that. Stormtrooper. So obviously, I mean, it's a guy dressed up as a Stormtrooper. He wants to make a big entrance, told his buddy to film him, walking down the stairs. And here's what we got. All right, here he comes. He's walking down the stairs. Takes a step. All right, so I got to pause. Let me go back a minute. All right, so here we go. Radio listeners, where you heard the Star Wars music was where he was dramatically and theatrically walking down the stairs. Someone was filming him, and then he took a wrong step where the music stopped. He just completely rolled end over end all the way down like a good like 30 stairs or so. Here we go one more time. All right, so he's coming down, making his big entrance into Comic-Con, and he and then I like Kenny goes, oh shit, Stephen fell, which we used to know someone who was, I think he was saving up for a Stormtrooper outfit, but yeah. This is a good one right here. Now, he doesn't just fall down the stairs. when he falls down the stairs, like, there's parts flying everywhere. Like, parts of the costume are just flying. It's a complete yard sale. All right, so he's coming down the stairs one more time. Here we go. And he takes one step, and he falls. Okay, now I do have to say something, all right? So there's one part of this video when he gets to the ground, like, I do genuinely feel bad for him because you're like, oh, shit. And I feel bad for him not necessarily because he fell, but because he probably really liked that armor, probably really thought he was being really cool, and probably saved up money for it, and it just got completely destroyed. So I kind of feel bad for him in that sense, but God bless you for falling down this set of stairs. We needed this in our lives. Right here. Okay, and that's the part where I kind of feel bad for him because, I mean, that's a fall. And then he gets his stuff and he just kind of walks away. And as he's walking away, everyone's looking at him. First thing he does is he goes and he puts his helmet back on so people can't see kind of who he is, what he did. Oh, man, that was a good one. All right, one more time. I'm just going to watch it. I just want to watch him fall one more time. As he comes down the stairs, it's right here. I think he steps a little too far. Okay, and then he kind of just walks off right there. Oh, man. I don't know. That's one that I don't know why it brings me joy and it shouldn't. I don't know. That's probably bad karma coming my way. But yeah, but anyways, Kenny goes, "We love you, Steven." There we go. All right, so we're going to go to another video. This next video that I have for everyone is a good one. It's a mom, okay? And I don't know exactly how it kind of goes down, but in some way, someone made edibles and she thought it was just regular food and she ate a lot of it.
Hi, family. This is the worst thing ever that I've ever done, and I sliced a whole fucking slice of it. It said edible banana nut bread.
By the way, Grams, all right, way to drop the F-bomb. I wasn't even expecting that. I watched this earlier and I didn't catch that. All right, she drops the F-bomb.
This is the worst thing ever that I've ever done, and I sliced a whole fucking slice of it. It said edible banana nut bread. I thought edible meant for a story that it's gluten-free, and I was trying to figure out, is this gluten-free or not?
Okay, so edible. I thought it meant gluten-free. So if anyone knows anything about like this kind of edibles and things like that, you are generally not supposed to eat a whole bunch. Like, so I know very little, but I know enough from people who have done it wrong. So like smoking, I guess, you know, back in the day, that's all that we ever really experimented with, edibles. I remember like my friend, he did make butter one time, but I never had an edible. I don't know. It just wasn't my thing. Smoking, you're fine for the most part, but edibles, I've always heard, take a little bite first, and then you can always have more if you want some. Well, apparently she found these and she went to town on this banana bread or whatever it was.
Anyway, it wasn't very good, but I still ate a whole slice. And it sinks in. Edible. Edible meant pot. I ate pot banana nut bread so strong. So, also, one of the bad effects that pot has on me is paranoia. So it's scary. It hit me like a fucking sledgehammer.
Okay, by the way, I thought she was going to be like, it makes me really horny.
Oh, you mean anal?
But she went paranoid. So that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Bad effects that pot has on me is paranoia. So it's scary. It hit me like a fucking sledgehammer. I don't know if I should stand up.
Oh, God.
How embarrassing am I?
What the hell is she doing? Did she go skydiving? Holy shit. What's going on? We just told like a total background change. She was in her living room, said she was going to be paranoid, and then next to it, like she's hanging off her deck.
Sledgehammer. I don't know if I should stand up. How embarrassing am I to eat banana pot, banana nut bread pot.
Uh-oh.
Let me show you the bag.
Uh-oh, we're watching the breakdown. Here it comes. This is where it starts to go down. I see a comment. Shrooms on pizza. Spectacular. And oh man, we're watching the emotions. She's calm. Starts to hit a little bit. And then she goes out on an adventure, and now we're on the decline. She's starting to kind of freak out a little bit.
And I was stupid enough to think it was gluten-free. Edible banana nut spice. Maybe I only ate a half. Look there's the slice. Oh, I ate a half of a slice, thank God. Maybe.
Okay, so she was probably baked, thought she ate a whole slice, and then kind of was like, or maybe she ate like a whole thing and now she's baked and thought she only ate a half. She talking herself out of it?
Maybe. I hope I didn't eat a slice and a half. It's the weirdest feeling. It feels like LSD or something like that. Not that I know what that feels like.
Oh my God.
Maybe.
Oh my God. She's all over the place. She's got it. I mean, that was definitely an edible. But this is why they say take a little bite, and if you want more, you can always have more. Okay, so that was one again. Now here's a video. This one is a dad and a son. It's a real quick video, but more or less it's a Nerf gun fight. So the dad has a Nerf gun and is kind of waiting for the son, and the son comes up and shoots the dad. But check it out.
My father's gonna get payback.
All right, so the dad's in a chair, turns around.
Really?
You have any last words?
Yeah. Testicles.
Oh! I never listened to that with my headphones before. I didn't know the kid actually said testicles. I watched that on my phone and I just thought he shot him. Okay, so radio listeners, let me break this down. A little kid comes in and he's pointing a Nerf gun at his dad. The dad spins around with a bigger Nerf gun, and it's the whole, you call that a knife, this is a knife kind of thing. So the dad spins around with a bigger gun, and then the dad says, do you have any last words? And then the son just says testicles and shoots his dad right in the nuts with a Nerf bullet.
My father's gonna get payback.
All right, here we go.
Really?
You have any last words?
Yeah. Testicles.
Oh, I felt that one. Holy cow. That was a good one. Really short, really innocent. Well, I mean, so I have dogs, and it sucks when they jump on your nuts. So it's a similar feeling to that, I imagine. But yeah, I found it funny because the dad was like, I got a bigger gun than you, and then the kid just shoots him right in the junk. So good stuff. Good stuff. Now we have another video. Let me take a look at this. This is one. Whoops. Where is it? Hold on. I'm trying to find it. As we kind of scroll through them, this is a video where a deer is going to break into a beauty salon, is kind of what I'm going to say. A lot of audio here. So everyone's going to get a little bit out of this. Radio listeners, you're going to get some. People watching, you're going to get some. Completely random. I guess the best comparison I can give to this is in the movie Grown Ups. I think it's the second movie, Grown Ups. There is like the very opening scene where the deer starts running through the house, all of that. This is very similar to that, where a deer just breaks in through the window, runs around, you hear everyone screaming, and then it just hops right out the window and runs away. Now, I don't know what spurred this deer to just jump into a store or through a glass door or a window, but it happens. Here it is. Oh, by the way, this is not a news video. This is like the raw security footage. So you're going to see some people. They're at a barber shop. That was really loud. All right, let me go back. So people at a barber shop, and they're just kind of sitting there. There is a guy getting his hair done, a lady waiting, which was actually only a couple feet away from that deer that just broke through. And then this is the noise. You see it just run through the window right now. Okay, and then so as the deer jumps, look, it actually hits the lady sitting. Like right there, the deer is actually on that lady sitting on the couch. Now, radio listeners, you're going to have to go to After Hour Comedy for this one, but you're hearing the audio. That glass breaking, the deer just ran right through the window. And now it's literally on top of that woman. Now you're going to hear a lot of, I'm going to say, ruckus. Now, the deer is out of shot right here, but it's running around. Now you're going to see this lady, the hairdresser, she's going to run and start to go behind the desk. That's how you know that the deer's coming back. There it goes. God. Hope, does your insurance cover deer? Because that deer destroyed that beauty parlor. Now, again, we're going to watch it one more time. The deer comes flying, and you see it come running before it actually goes through the glass. Like, you see it get a running start up to this thing. Kenny goes, dinner. Jen goes, that's insane. It is, and it's out of nowhere and completely nuts. All right, here we go. The deer comes. Here it goes. It's running around. All right. Now we're going to see the deer start scrambling around and it's going to run out. Right about here. Oh man. All right, so that's kind of crazy. A lot, and that noise, it's exactly what you would picture. Now, obviously the lady that's working there, she's kind of freaking out right now. I think she might be crying because she realized her store is like destroyed. Shock. I don't know. That's like something that comes out of nowhere, man. That's completely crazy. Kenny goes, venison. I agree. Deer is delicious. One of my favorite things is venison. Sounds weird. Venison sausage. Make it a little bit spicy. Add some spices to it. It's good. You can also you can make it into a sausage, but that can also double as like burgers, stuff like that. Good. I'm down for venison. But yeah, kind of crazy here. So the deer just runs out of nowhere. She's crying now. Not really a whole lot to see after that, but that is kind of bonkers, and it kind of comes out of nowhere. Now, we were talking about a guy who lit himself on fire, pumping gas because he saw a spider, and he tried to burn the spider, and the whole gas pump exploded. So that was at the beginning of the show. This is a one, and there's not a whole lot of audio, but I'm going to play-by-play it for everyone. This is a guy. He's going to be in the bottom right of the screen. So if we go full screen on this, the guy is going to be in the bottom right. He is at a table doing something. And I don't know if it's like a lantern or if it's a torch or what he's got going on the table, but there is some open flame. I don't know what happens. The flame goes out of control. The wind blows it. And the flame actually, it jumps out of the container that it's in. And it lands on the guy. Check this out. It literally, I think it lands on his head. Check this out. This is crazy. This is a good one though. Okay. So again, the flame is right there. Radio listeners. Now the flame is about to get caught in the wind. Oh! Okay. So. All right. So let me go back. I was going to say, radio listeners, there's going to be a little bit of noise here, but it's out of nowhere. And so the flame just explodes, shoots really high up in the air, comes down and it lands, and then just the whole table catches on fire. But the dude also catches on fire here. Check this out again. Here it goes. It's going to explode. That's the noise you're going to hear right here, radio listeners. And by the way, if you take a look, it lands on the guy's head. His head's on fire right now. Oh my God. That's crazy. And that's why he was running away, swatting his head, because his head was on fire. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. That's a good one. So we went from gas station blowing up to just whatever was on the table there blowing up. Kenny goes, holy bat flap, Batman. I'm going to one more time because this is just amazing. Radio listeners, when you hear the glass shatter, that's when the flame shoots up in the air. And then when you hear that second noise, that's when it lands. Jeez. Oh. It's like a Molotov. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh. Laughing at the comments right there. Now, there's another video. Let's see. I think I had one over here. Where was it? This is a kid. Now, his mom, I don't know why, and I don't know the context, but his mom was talking about a chode. Yeah, I said it. So his mom was talking about a chode, and this kid thought it was really funny.
Why are you laughing so hard? What does it mean?
This kid looks like he's gonna choke. Now his mom.
Oh my God, I've never seen you laugh so hard.
His mom is asking what a chode is.
It's a penis that's wider than it's long.
Okay, so anyways, that was just a quick one I found, made me laugh a little bit. Now I do have a couple more. Probably have time for one or two more. I was taking a look at something, and I don't know why. I'm just gonna play it. You know what? I'm gonna play it. This is a real innocent video here, but it's animals escaping. Now, when we talk about the YouTube vortex, I mean, literally, my mind will it trails off in all kinds of places. It started looking up those auto tunes, and somehow I ended on this. But then when I ended on this, I found it amazing. Radio listeners are gonna have to go check it out. This is animals escaping from their cages. So really innocent here. So a horse jumps out of corral. That's not overly crazy. This one's nuts. Okay, so this is a bigger dog. Now I do think the dog has a lot of fur or hair or whatever it would be called, and that's why it looks more impressive, but the dog kind of gets out through a little spot right there. This one, I think it's a rabbit, and the rabbit's going to fit through a little tiny hole. This is a dog fitting through like a baby gate. That one's not overly impressive. This is a horse just opening up a gate. Now, radio listeners, I'm play-by-playing it for you. I don't know why. I watched this and I'm like, this is amazing. And it's just animals escaping. That's a ferret kind of jumping on a dog, jumping on a fence. And then it kind of just jumps down and kind of goes away. So, I don't know. This next one, a dog opens up the kennel. Which, by the way, right there, I have that same kennel, and I zip tied all around it because that kennel does fold up. But the dog escapes, gets out. Now, this is what was that? Is that a guinea? Oh, okay, that's a guinea pig. Here's a really fat cat. That is a super fat cat. Holy hell. All right, so here's the dog getting out. And so on and so forth. Probably watch this one more and then I'll switch to another video. That wasn't even impressive. Show me something good. All right. Kind of good. This one's good. A dog's literally opening up the handle, pulls the door open, then kind of just gets out.
Through this way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Okay, that's not impressive at all. Anyways, so YouTube Vortex, I started out with auto-tune and then I ended up there. And then that's how it happened. That's literally how it happened. Now, I've got another video, so we'll kind of go over here for a second, and let me see which one I want to pull up. We have a couple over here that we talked about. Now, if you go back and take a look at some of the older videos, they're all up there. This is one that I wanted to recap on because we played it, but we didn't really give it all the attention it deserved. This is the last video we're going to play. Heads up, you are about to watch someone shatter their leg. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm going to go to YouTube for it. We need to see it. Here we go. All right, so I think now what we established was that they started to do a TikTok or something like that, and they started to do they're pretending to rap, and I think it's called Ghost Riding the Whip. And This guy's standing a little too close to a truck. So Ghost riding the whip, basically, they're out of the vehicle, and the vehicle's rolling behind them, and they're supposed to walk next to the vehicle and then get back in and drive away. That's Ghost riding the whip. That's gangster. That's thug life. So with this guy's doing that, but he gets a little bit too close to the tire, and this happens. Okay, so let me go back one more time. Yeah, so that was your warning right there, people. He's ghost riding the whip, and he doesn't do it right.
Oh God! No, God, please, no, no, no!
Here it goes.
No!
Here we go. Oh, dang it! Oh, I don't like watching that one. Oh, there's that, and I agree with Jen in the chat. She goes, "That made my leg hurt." That's one of the ones where like you see someone else get hurt and you feel the pain in your leg. That's exactly what that was. And we got time for one more on this one right here. Here we go. Oh! All right. So that was kind of it. So that was the one. Good stuff. Good stuff. Kind of it makes me remember this one. Again, we're talking about legs.
Because I'm a gummy bear.
All right, so that was okay. I'm done with these. All right, so that was it for tonight. That's the time we have. This was a fun show. Had a lot of stuff. Walked down memory lane with kind of some of the videos, the auto tunes. I thought it was all good, and had a lot of fun. So, radio listeners, appreciate you tuning in. Head over to AfterHourComedy.com. We will see you next Friday on the After Hours show. Monday for the VIP show. Tuesday for Declassified. Now, everyone that is kind of on Facebook, we'll kind of get out of here real quick. But same thing. Head over to AfterHourComedy.com. Take a look at some of the stuff that's going on. There's a lot. VIP membership. You'll have access to a bunch of videos, a bunch of shows. If you miss it live, it stays on the website and you go back and watch it and all kinds of stuff. So it's all there for you. Go take a look at it, and I think that'll do it for tonight. I think that's all the announcements I have. So a lot of airtime tonight, a lot of videos. I thought the viral videos went well. We had a lot of good ones on here. We saw some people blow some stuff up, saw some things catch on fire, and I will see everyone next week on the After Hours show. And yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, yep, that's it. All right, we're done. We're out of here. We're good.
I get it. That's his right to express himself. Let the free market decide. Personally, it doesn't excite me. It doesn't turn me on. It doesn't interest me. I'm not feeling it.
Well, not helpful with those song lyrics. To say the least, not helpful at all. This is why I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism in recent years.
Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the life of the shit. Everybody thought they knew exactly what it was, but I'm coming back to piss you off just because. Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the life of the shit. And everybody in the club, go and just drop low. Bring it back, girl, now pick it up slow. Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the life of the shit. Everybody thought they knew exactly what it was, but I'm coming back to piss you off just because. Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the life of the shit. And everybody in the club, go and just drop low. Bring it back, girl, now pick it up slow. I'm the kind of guy when I go out to eat, I don't tip the waitress cause I'm too freaking cheap. Next to walk outside and I litter on the street, and you can't yell at me cause this country is free. People in California just had a fit, I can hear them turning in the grave and I don't give a shit. So everybody gets a trophy, that's how they roll. And everybody's getting cancer, that's what they're told. So everybody thinks that I'm out of the game. Well, I'm back and I'm gonna be taking the main frame. And I'm gonna be going just like a player's been selected, and I'm gonna do it like the coronavirus infected. All the people in China, man, that's so sad. If I ever get it, I'ma be like my dad. And then I'm gonna go and then I drive down the street, and I'm gonna flip you off when you try to pass me. Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the life of the shit. Everybody thought they knew exactly what it was, but I'm coming back to piss you off just because. Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the life of the shit. And everybody in the club, go and just drop low. Bring it back, girl, now pick it up slow. Now we're backstage in the dressing room, drunk as shit, that's about it. How many times can I say shit?
In the shopping mall, I cough in your face. Then I open up the door like I run this place. Then I go and take a piss, I don't lift the seat. I just take aim like I think I'm a Marine. And when I'm playing Pokemon, I just don't know. Like I throw double aces like it's not a slow roll. And when you at a concert and you stand to your feet, I'm the guy holding a sign so you can't see. Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the likely shit. Everybody thought they knew exactly who I was, but I'm coming back to piss you off just because. Everybody down in the city, put your hands up, cause I'm the likely shit. And everybody in the club, go and just drop low. Bring it